Okay, so I'm here at the local killing center in Norman, Oklahoma. I'm about to leave. I wanted to make a really quick video what I learned at the abortion clinic. And today at Larry Burns' abortion mill here in Norman, we had a few people turn around and leave the parking lot. Just, you know, we don't always know why and how God uses this or that thing. Sometimes it's because they hear something. Sometimes it's because God's been working on them the whole way over and they just see a sign that says turn back, and they turn back, and we never know. We also believe and have seen and heard people testify to the fact that sometimes just seeing the graphic images on the way in, you know, gut checks them and makes them realize that they don't want to do that to the child in their womb. And you know, we use first trimester abortion images here in Norman outside of the mill because this abortionist, you know, he only does abortions up to 12 weeks. He's very busy, lucrative, successful abortionist, but he's sort of impervious to all pro-life laws, and he even supports things like a 20-week abortion ban and that sort of stuff that people use to lull Christians into thinking that something is being done against this Holocaust by the politicians or the pro-life paraministries or pro-life lobbyists and all that. But, you know, again, is another day at the abortion mill, and I don't know, I come out here only about once a week. And again, this week, another Jesus fish on the back of the car. But, you know, this is what I learned, and I'm actually going to get out and walk through the parking lot here for this, because this couple actually came to abort their baby today, and when they did it, they, you know, looked really hesitant and really nervous about it, really ashamed, and they drove around for a while, and then they came and they parked in a place where they wouldn't have to see us or deal with us. But you know, I know that may or may not be okay to drop a card right there, but man, they've got a symbol that's supposed to represent my Lord on the back of their vehicle, which they drive around proudly. But when they come to the abortion mill to destroy the image bearer and neighbor in the womb, they've got to hide who they are, hide their Christianity when they go into the dark to do this wicked deed. As an abolitionist of human abortion, someone who lives in this community, the Oklahoma license plate, we're not going to let people just hide in the evil of child sacrifice. We are going to expose them. It's not because we hate them. It's not because we're, you know, messed up ourselves. It's because we love our neighbors. We hate evil. We love good, just like the Bible declares that we ought to do. So I'm a little messed up about it right now, thinking about how often it is that Christians kill their children, how many of these people are sitting in Sunday school classes, and they're going to pro-life churches, and they can deal with the fact that once a year, or maybe more during a political season, their preacher, their pastor, you know, says something against abortion, and they can nod an amen, and people who've had abortions can kind of put their heads down and know that it's not something that'll ever be brought up again. Well, I pray that these people don't go a day without thinking of this day they murdered their baby, and that ultimately that guilt and that shame leads them to the cross, and that Christ heals and forgives them. Just some random things that I learned today at the abortion mill.